So I've been watching a lot of solo filmmaking for a little while now, and it's gotten me really inspired to just be able to go out and try to make a good story through the eyes of a camera lens. And not just being able to tell a story, but sharing a really unique and cool idea for your audience. Anything that you find cool and being able to storytell in your own unique ways can make for something very special for your audience and you. So why am I talking about this stuff, you ask? Well, mostly I've been watching a lot of Cam Mackey videos, but I've also just been feeling like I wanted to create better stories through storytelling and through your filmmaking, and I want to be able to tell a unique story tailored to me and make unique videos. It's not just a very boring still video in like one room. I want to be able to really create something creatively and to be able to tell better stories through my filmmaking. One of the main ways I wanted to level up my cinematography, or my filmmaking as we would say, is buying ND filters. Alright, let's relax on all that cinematic talk for a second and actually talk about what ND filters basically is. Now, ND filters will really help you elevate your footage when you're trying to get a natural motion blur in your videos by being able to set your shutter speed at double your frame rate, and this will help you create that nice motion blur. Now, if you're shooting at 30 FPS like how I'm shooting it, you want to have your shutter speed at 1/60th, and this will create a nice motion blur in your videos. So right now I kind of want to help explain that. So right here you can kind of see a little bit of motion blur. Now without it, let's go to auto mode real quick. Alright, right now you might get blinded with this shot, so I'm sorry about this, but I'm gonna take off the ND filter real quick, and you're gonna see how much bright it is. If the camera lets me take it off, hold up. Alright, I'm sorry about this, guys, but I'm gonna blind y'all for a second real quick. So as you can see, with the ND filter off, the whole scene is brightened. Now I'm gonna switch to auto real quick. So when you're trying to film in the 180-degree rule, what happens is, since there's a relationship between the shutter speed and your frame rate, so when your shutter speed is set to a relatively low number, like 1/60th of a shutter speed, to be able to create that motion blur, what happens is that the sensor is open for longer, so it takes in a lot more light. So the ND filter helps with being able to shoot at that 1/60th of a shutter speed because it blocks all that light coming in. So you're able to shoot at that number and get that nice motion blur. You can shoot at a higher shutter speed, but what happens is that you get rid of all your motion blur. And if you're trying to go for that cinematic look, that's why ND filters are important. They allow you to be able to film in bright days using a lower shutter speed, using the 180-degree rule to get that natural motion blur. Alright, really quickly I want to talk about the ND filters that I've been using. Now I actually purchased the newer ND filters. They are the variable version. I find that the variable versions are way better than the fixed ones, so you don't have to be constantly changing it. And also I'm able to just slap two on here. It's different from the fixed. You don't have to keep on slapping a new ND filters as soon as the light changes. It's just easy to dial the number, and it's easier workflow. I keep them in my Osmo Pocket 3 case, so I can just put them in here when I'm done using them, take them out. Sometimes I leave the ND filter on the Osmo Pocket 3. It's still able to fit in the case, so I can keep everything together. So it's just very easy on the workflow. It's very easy to just get things done, and I'm able to have a peace of mind that my ND filters are just resting in here and I can take them out. You also want to be very careful when you're recording with ND filters because you can easily mess up your shot. You can underexpose it. You can underexpose it to a very harsh degree, so you want to be careful with what you're doing. Alright, but enough with the ND filter explanation. Let's get back on track into the filmmaking video. Alright, I really feel like I haven't really explained all that well why I started this filmmaking journey. Short answer is, I just think that cinematography is a little bit cool. Alright, real talk, I just like the way that it looks, man. I want to be able to do that in my casual, vlogging stuff and or showcasing something that I found really cool. I just want to be able to do that. But I want to be able to really enhance the story that goes with it. I never drove one of these before. Just kidding. I drove this already like 2 or 3 times already. That's why I really like cinematography. You're able to have a lot of free flow to it. Alright guys, it is the next day. I barely just ate breakfast and I wanted to go out for a run, but I actually gotta go somewhere in like a couple of hours, so I gotta get ready.
Well,
Alright guys, I found some cool shoes.
I'm going right now.
They're the Tommy Hilfiger shoes. There's not really any new shoes for me, bro. Bro, they have better shoes than the one over there, the one that we got. But I kind of wanted to go out here and just talk about a little bit why I wanted to go onto the cinematography. I touched a little bit about it in the beginning of the video before I started talking about my ND filters, which I feel like took about most of the video. But basically, I just think that cinematography is just cool. I mean, the way like you'll get absorbed into the scene, I guess, and that's what I want to recreate in my videos. It's cool. I think that it's cool to be able to go out and create some cool, unique shots with the lens. Or even if you want to vlog and document your life as well, you can do that. And being able to add like B-roll shots to enhance the story. That's what I really like about cinematography. It's like there's a lot of free flow that you can do to it to enhance whatever you want to showcase. You know, it doesn't have to be a super complicated process. You can just go out and try to showcase something cool, and you can always enhance it like later. You know, you can add like your storyboards, or if you want to vlog parts, because you don't really know what you're gonna be like running into. You just know that you're gonna be documenting your life, and then throughout it, you get creative with your shots. I usually don't script anything. As a matter of fact, I've never scripted anything. I just try to go with the free flow style. Whatever works, works. And that's what I've been doing. So anyways, I just like the way that you're able to enhance the story with cinematography. I'll wrap up this video here, guys. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It took me a little while. I literally started working a few days on my last video, so it took me like a couple of days to get this out for y'all. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. I might not be here for a week. I might actually now be able to send out the Osmo Pocket 3 to get it fixed. But I'll see you on the next one, guys. Goodbye.